this week. He said silver is getting ready for a breakout. The period of seasonality and seasonal strength in silver is approaching. How is the seasonal trade lining up this year? Well, according to equityclock.com, the period of seasonal strength for silver during the past 20 years has been from September 16th, so here we are today, taping the show on September 16th, to April the 11th. The sweet spot is from the end of October to the end of February. And if you're a trader, the trade has been profitable in 14 of the past 16 periods, including 10 of the past 10. The average return period, during the period rather, over the past 10 periods was 22.9%, so almost 23%. Seasonality in silver is influenced by an increase in industrial demand, and during its period of seasonal strength, it obviously does very, very well. That is an article you can read in our newsletter, along with many other articles that we have. But one of the things that really stands out is the bullishness, Harold, people have when it comes to silver. Obviously, gold is up around $1,800. Here we have silver around $40.41. Silver is poor man's gold. Eric Sprott has said that gold was the investment idea of the last decade. Silver is the investment idea of the next decade. And even when you take a look at the gold-silver ratio, is interesting. Goldcore mentioned, and here we are right around 44 to 45 to 1. The gold-silver ratio, if it went to 15 to 1 or 10 to 1, as Eric Sprott was saying, we could see an explosion in silver. People are very, very bullish on the silver market.
Well, they should be, because not only does silver respond to inflation as well as gold does. In 1979, gold went to $8.50, silver went to $52, all the way from $1.25, by the way. So it made a huge move. The fact is that the ratio should be at 16 to 1. Right now, you've got countries buying gold over silver, but when the general public gets in, and the general public has not started buying yet, this is not a bubble, this is not anywhere close to 79 and 80 as of yet, but the fact is that when it does start to take off, silver, the investors will buy the leaser price metal, which is obviously silver. Again, $1,200 silver sounds a bit extreme to me, but $200 to $300 silver I certainly believe is in the cards. There's a massive shortage of silver. They can't mine enough of it, and the fact is that there's so much going in industrial demand and now in investor demand in the form of coins that we should have a very, very strong rally in silver. Let me just caution you, though, that these markets are very, very volatile. That's why I'm saying don't trade the futures markets or heavily leveraged markets, because it can wipe you out of the market. You could be right to buy silver, but if you trade it aggressively, you're going to end up losing your money. You need to be in the physical metal. You want to own the physical metal and not, be concerned about the day-to-day moves of the market, because the trend is your friend, and the trend for gold and silver right now is substantially higher, but there will be pullbacks like in any other market because you have profit-taking and short and long-term traders. We are long-term holders of the metal. That's why we buy it physically, and that's why we just want to sit back and let the market do its thing and let the trend be our friend, and before this whole thing's over, let's see who ends up making the most amount of money. I bet on us and our clients.
Thank you very much, Harold Siegel, for your knowledge for another week.
My pleasure. I wish everybody a wonderful weekend and a very profitable day.
Encourage everyone to get our newsletter, Charts of the Week. We have quotes and quick hits, information on diamonds, gold, silver, the sovereign debt crisis. The U.S. debt and deficit continues to be a problem. In fact, they're racking up bigger deficits than ever. Information on the stock market and how people are concerned about it. Also, the real estate market foreclosures continue to be a problem in the United States. This is one of those weeks where we only have an hour for the show and we have so much information in the newsletter. Get the newsletter from either Harold by calling him at 1-800-432-1022 or worldwide at 1-866-623-2002. It was interesting, a good quote that I found this week. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. That from Theodore Roosevelt. Now is the time to do something, and the right thing is obviously be involved in the precious metals markets. To invest in precious metals, 1-866-623-2002, the telephone number, website, www.pmc.com. Same for the diamond market, rarecoloreddiamonds.com, or 1-800-432-1022. That's it, another edition of the World Financial Report on radio with Harold Siegel and me, Randy Marshall. We will talk to you next week. Wake.